Free. 2. We have enough for Fell Scream Blast. We'll just go boom and then Fell Scream Blast for 30. Cool. Okay. Studies. We can play this turn 5. We don't need the Ethereal Aug Merchant. Thoroglaive is fine. Basically, all we need to do is have some cards we can waste. So that way by turn 5, we're not like dead. Hit him once. We can play this turn 2 with the Hero Power because Hero Power is only 1. Do you want to try Evolve Shaman? You mean Revolve Shaman? Is there an Evolve? Wait, is that one weapon still in the game? There's no way that one weapon's still in the game. Also, what on earth? What on earth? I don't want him to cram session and just, you know, do a ton of damage to me or draw a ton of cards. Because you know he wants to play cram session, right? It is still in the game? The 3-2 weapon that when you attack evolves everything? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Probably no weapon removal. All we have to do is play Illidari Studies by turn, by this turn. We've got Il'gynoth. That's kind of lame. Let's kill it. We heal up a little bit. We just keep it in check. Spectral Sight to draw me another card a little bit down the road. I think just cycling through my deck is the most important, but then we'll do this. If we can draw a Morg Artificer or 2 for free, we basically will win the game. It's either draw Il'gynoth or Morg Artificer for free, and the game is done. Best counter to Demon Hunter OTK? The best counter is probably... What would I say the best counter is? That's a good question. Just rushing it down, going big and wide. Maybe like Spell Mage, because you don't have anything to lifesteal off of. And you're just going to take a ton of damage like I am now. Like this, bam. That's so much damage. Give my weapon attack. I can do 6 damage and just slap that. I think I have to do just... I have to actually just do that. Boom, boom, Hero Power, slap that. Boom. Hero Power, just slap it. I guess I should have Spectral Sighted as well. That's my bad. 4, 5, 6, 7. How much damage is that? If I make this 5 and double that, that'd be 30 damage on 3 minions? Okay, I win next turn. Cool. Super fun and balanced. Or at least I think I win next turn. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm doing my math wrong. But you know what? We're committing to it anyway. Why? Because I think that it is. Okay, I'm going to actually do the math again. So we have boom plus boom makes this do 5 to 3 things. Doubling that makes it 30. That is just lethal. Free. 2. We have enough for Fell Scream Blast. We'll just go boom and then Fell Scream Blast for 30. Cool. Okay. Won the game on turn 7. It's balanced. Honestly, I hate this deck. It's really effective and it can win games if you know what you're doing. Like, I've played this deck like over 100 times now. I know what I'm doing to the point where I could probably climb to top 1000 legend with this deck relatively easily. The problem is it's not very interactive and it is like the very essence of what I dislike about Hearthstone right now. So I'm very conflicted when I play it. I mean, I think the deck requires a decent amount of skill to play, don't get me wrong. It's not like a super duper easy deck or anything. But in actuality, it's a really hard deck to pilot well. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not ideal a lot of the time. Nothing changed in Weapon Rogue. It's just the meta slowed down a little bit. There's a little bit less aggro, which means that there's more opportunity for that deck to do well. Because if they don't get blown out early, Even if they have on average just one more turn, instead of games ending in like hypothetically 7 turns instead of now, instead of 6 turns previously. Just, I don't know the actual number, I'm just making an average here. That one extra turn for a deck that snowballs and needs to find weapons and snowball the weapon and pump it up a ton, that one extra turn can be the difference sometimes between winning and losing games. Got better at Rogue watching your videos? Well, nice, man. What Rogue deck do you play in particular? Do you miss Galakrond decks? I do a little bit. They were an interesting thing. I wish more classes had Galakrond. I mean, I understand why they didn't, but I do still wish that more of them did. Well, that sucks. I would not have liked to have drawn that there. I would have liked to have top decked that next turn. I guess it's a misplay, but we're just trying to use cards and cycle through the deck as much as possible here. How do you think they could increase interactivity in the following expansions? Keep in mind that these cards will stay in standard for some time. Like, everybody talks about how Dirty Rat used to be good. Like, a Dirty Rat. I feel like just having a Dirty Rat would be all there that needs to, like, happen. Right? A Dirty Rat, or a card that, you know, destroys 1-cost spells. There used to be this card called the Poltergeist or something like that. That would destroy 1-cost spells that was put in the game to counter Jade Druid. Or just Jade in, well, I think it was specifically Jade Druid. But the thing with that is, the reason why that was good was because it was a deck that was absolutely stomping the meta. Don't pump up, please. He's gonna pump it up with Power Word. I mean, luckily, we have Throglaive, 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 Throglaive. But still, holy moly, dude. We Throglaive this one. Throglaive. Throglaive. I think I want to just Throglaive this as well and keep my 2-1 alive. It's either that or trade Throglaive one of these, so that way we get rid of one of the things with 3 HP. Yeah, let's do that. We lose our thing, but he's going to kill it off anyway. You gonna make a video on Weapon Rogue? Very interested in Weapon Rogue. I am gonna make a video on it. It'll probably come out to in 12 to 36 hours. In that range somewhere. We'll kill that and pass. So for this deck, we need to constantly try to control the board. So we need to try to draw an Emolition Aura and then make it do more damage with the Talented Arcanist. And that's most likely how we win this game. Hello, everybody. Hey, man. But anyway, yeah, other cards that you could use. Because, like, look at the power level of 1-cost spells now. It's gotten to the point where most decks, or, like, slower mid-range control decks, just throw in Wandmaker because all 1-cost spells are good. So a card like Poltergeist or whatever it was, Bolter, something like that, would be able to destroy 1-cost spells. That would also hurt OTK Demon Hunter and be able to counter their OTK, but they still would be able to theoretically OTK if they save an I-Beam or two, which means that it would still be okay. Skull? Pressure on the board actually is not the worst thing in the world. And kill off one. That's fine. What else? Cards like Stargazer, like, I forgot what her name was, but the Demon Hunter card that allows you to discover a card in the hand and put it back into the deck. Some sort of hand knowledge or way to, like, put a card into the deck. Maybe not destroy it, but, like, reset one card so that way they might not be able to combo anymore. And, like, obviously for all of these cards, they shouldn't have stats that are that good. The stats should be kind of meh, if not bad. So that way they make up for the really good ability. Like, the one thing I like about Priest is Elucia. And I also hate about Priest as well, because Elucia takes that concept, but goes too far with it. If that makes sense. I want cards like Elucia but toned back. And I think the Demon Hunter card, the 4-mana 4/3, I forgot her name, with Outcast, where you get to put one card back as opposed to take the opponent's entire hand, I think that's a lot more balanced. But it's not good enough to actually like see play. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. They're basically just cards that can interact with the combos and stop the combos from happening. I don't agree with that trade, by the way. That was weird. Skull? Oh, Star Student Stelina. Speak of the devil. We got it. But this card right here. This card right here would be really, really good. Skull? Thank goodness we got Skull off of that. We can trade into 2 things here. We got an Emolition Aura, actually, which is pretty strong. I think we Emolition Aura this. There's no reason not to. If we don't do it, we might just die anyway. So let's hit once in the face with this. Emolition Aura. This stays out on the board. And we've still got an I-Beam and a Fell Scream Blast to control the board a little bit in the future. Star Student Stelina? Well, thanks. 140 people watching, only 20 likes. Kind of cringe. True. You speak facts. Vicente Fernandez. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Doing a lot better now that you guys are here, chilling with me. Was playing some TFT earlier. Did not do very well. I came in 7th, and then 2nd. No. I came in 5th and then 2nd. Which isn't bad. I promoted the Plat 3, but I don't know, man. I have a problem with Kale right now. I feel like you just... Whoever gets Kale, if that Kale player isn't about to die, if you can get Kale, you just win. Like, there's no... Like, I don't think I've seen a Kale not win a lobby. She's too strong. I mean, I used to be Diamond. How old are you? 21. I used to be Diamond in TFT, but then I stopped playing for like 2 seasons and recently started getting back into it because my friends said that this set was insane. And I do like the set. It's just, even though there's a lot of creativity and like flexible decks, I'm just underwhelmed, to be honest. Empty out the hand a little bit so you can trade in maybe. I mean, I can kill this off, but I'd rather kill it off with this stuff later. It's fine. We can heal up a lot next turn. It'll be fine. When did you start Hearthstone? In beta with a key. My dad and I both really wanted to play it, so that's what we did. And since then, I've taken breaks, been on and off with it. Like sophomore and junior year of high school was ridiculously hard. Like there's so much school. I was taking like 4 to 6 AP classes both of those years respectively. So it was a lot of work and I didn't have time to play that many games. So I took like a break there. Would play arena sometimes with friends. But yeah, so I took some breaks, but for the most part it's been a good time. If I wipe his board right here, I want to wipe it. I want to wipe the board. So if I go boom, that would be 6. That would not be enough damage. Then Skull Gul'dan won't be active. But we can play the card if we draw it here and then play Skull Gul'dan after, which will be fine. So we want to go with the cards that cost money. Or mana, I guess. Boom. 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 That would be 8 damage to 4 things. This would be 8 damage to 4 things. We don't have Il'gynoth, but that's fine. Sometimes you just have to use these abilities to survive as opposed to win. And then we push some damage face, and we're fine. Right? Change the visuals of items? True. At first, I thought it was terrible, but once you get used to them, you're like, they're okay. They're kind of like mobile gamey. They look slightly lower quality, but they're fine. I mean, I don't have any real problem with them, personally. Did not want to draw Chaos Strike here. Did not want to draw another Chaos Strike here. I-Beam. Nothing to I-Beam. Smack him. We'll get Il'gynoth eventually. We still have enough damage in my hand to kill him with Il'gynoth. It'll be fine. Diamond 2 in League and Platin TFT has nothing to do with mobile. What? No, I'm saying the art. The art of the items look kind of mobile-esque. Like, compared to what they used to, they look more cartoony and what you'd expect from a mobile game, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it looks too cartoony, is what I'm saying, yeah. Your challenger 3 seasons in a row and Platin TFT, and it has everything to do with okay, now you're trolling me. Gosh darn it, we'll just play it. We're not gonna get reduced cost or anything, but we might as well just play it to get it out of my hand. Boom, hit face. I can't kill him yet. This is so cringe. Nazashan is fun. I wouldn't say it's meta breaking, but I've had some fun with it. Is this the real double lift Pog? I don't think so. I don't think the real double lift would watch me. Also, I've talked to this guy on Discord. We're working on a project. I don't know how much information he wants me to disclose, but he's not the real double lift. Or he is, and he's keeping it a secret from me, which is Pog, actually. That'd be crazy. There's no way, though. But yeah, if you haven't already, check out the Twitter. I'm hoping that this is Control Warrior. If it is, this is free. If not, we'll struggle a little bit. We'll still probably win. Spectral Sight. No, this is a good hand. This is a fine hand. We have a lot of draw. We just need to use stuff to survive. We drew Skull. Turn 1. Turn 2. I want to be able to play this turn 5. I don't think there's a way I can. I mean, I guess I can use the coin, actually. There is a way I can do it. Never mind. I'm dumb. Have you thought about the Sigil Flame instead of Thurglaive? Yes, I have. I just like Thurglaive more. I do. I don't know why. I think it's because it's not like a delayed thing. It just happens, which is really nice. Hey, Christopher, how's it going, buddy? What is the only card that can answer OTK? Oh, you're saying, yeah. Elucia is one of the few cards that can counter OTK Demon Hunter. I want to be able to play Skull of Gul'dan. We know that we're going to coin it at some point. Don't want to play Chaos Strike. What do you give me? I don't really want more draw. That's the problem. My hand is a bit too full right now. I don't think we can play Skull of Gul'dan next turn. Oh, that sucks. Gosh darn it. It's actually going to be a slightly difficult game with the way that we're drawing. Like, none of these cards are really playable. And we have too many draw cards. But that's okay. We can make it work. So it looks like he is going Control without Cthulhu. He's probably going to go Rattlegore, which means that we have the time. So we don't really have to speed up anything or worry. We don't care about the Outcast. I don't think. Yeah, we don't really care about it that much right now. Stuck in gold 5. Even my Face Hunter doesn't work anymore. That's weird. I think Face Hunter's still a really, really good deck, though. Just keep going for it. Wait, I trolled. Kind of. Not super, but I did kind of troll. So we go boom. Oh my god, I did troll. Oh my god, I was supposed to hit that first. Oh no. Okay, we have to commit a lot more resources to this than I initially wanted to. Okay, that's really bad. That's... So it would have been 6. Yeah, we needed to do all of this. Oh my gosh. We kill that off and kill that. I mean, we can Skull of Gul'dan. We have 2 Skulls of Gul'dan. We still have ways of winning the game. It's just that had to get rid of many key pieces of the combo, but the Ogremancer is going to be too hard to deal with later on. I shouldn't have needed to play this. What should have happened was I should have just hit his thing first with the hero power hit, and then all I would have needed to do was play this, and the Feld Scream. But instead, I didn't hit first, so I needed to play the Morgue Artificer too. Hopefully that misplay doesn't lose me the game. I mean, it is a Control Warrior. It is my most favored matchup. It should still be easy enough to win. But it's not go, no. What on earth is happening? Season ends at the end of the month. Okay, we got a Morgue Artificer. It's actually really good. Want to empty my hand so I can play the other Warblades next turn or something like that. I'll be fine. Lost a Barricade. That's pretty good. All I have to do is draw Il'gynoth, and we win the game, so we're fine. Armoring is not going to save him. In fact, Armoring is perfectly fine. Throglaive it. It's free. Honestly, we can play a lot of things here. We Throglaive it once. We are literally just trying to empty my hand at this point. Should have hit first with the hero power. That's fine though. He gets 2 of them. It's only 15 damage. It's not a big deal. Copy the free one. Illidari's Studies. Maybe we get something super cheap. Do I want another Skull of Gul'dan? Not particularly, but we'll still use it. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's still fine. Play Demolition Aura, and we'll win the game next turn. If we draw Felscreen Blast, we'll win the game next turn. Let's kill off one. I think we win next turn either way, because Il'gynoth is 1. We can just use 2 I-beams if needed. Or we draw Felscream and we win that way. This should be GG, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. So, Il'gynoth, Ethereal, Morgue, Talented. So this will be 5, right? Doubled once to 10, 20, 30. I'm pretty sure that's just lethal. And then you're free, you're only 2. This. And then both of these will be 1. So then we'll beam that. And then we can beam the other one and then hero power hit, and that's lethal. We didn't even need Felscream Blast. Okay, we misplayed a little bit with the Ogremancer. We could have won the turn before if we had Fellscream Blast, but it doesn't end up mattering. This deck is kind of just broken. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm telling you, this deck is absolutely absurd. I have won, like, the past 10 games in a row with this deck. And the only games that I've really lost, 2 of them were to Paladin. Pre-nerfed Paladin, by the way. One was to a Warlock Ticketus that I'm pretty sure burned Il'gynoth because it was near the bottom of my deck. A Spell Damage Mage, which is historically a bad matchup. And a Weapon Rogue, which is also kind of a bad matchup because you have no weapon removal. But this deck has beat pretty much everything else, and even some of the worst matchups this deck has also managed to beat. If you know what you're doing, this deck is unstoppable. Although this deck is super interactive, which is something that I don't really like about Hearthstone sometimes, the deck is really good. And it makes up for the fact that it's not interactive by being really hard to play. Like, I hear a lot of people complain, and they're like, Ecor, whenever I play this deck, I have like a 40% win rate or lower. But for me, my win rate with this deck is 75%. I've gone 15-5. And if you go back and basically any of the other seasons where I also showcase this deck, every single season, my win rate with this deck is about 65%, if not higher, and it's continued to go up every season I've played this deck. But the very first season I played it, I had a 46% win rate over like 50 games. So it takes a really long time to learn how to play the deck, so don't get discouraged right off the bat. Just know that the deck is really good once you learn how to play it. You just need to know how to manage your hand size, so that way you can Skull of Gul'dan consistently, and when to use your cards like Fellscream Blast, the Warblades and I-Beam to survive, as opposed to when to save them for an OTK, because there are situations where you want to use both. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And mulligans are basically anything that's a draw, and if you're into aggro, Emolition Aura and Throw Glaives can also be good as well.